those days where everything takes so much longer than it should do for no apparent reason. So we've actually just got to Kakadu, and I think in reality we're hot, we're fed up with driving, and probably just not really feeling it today, but we're here, so we're going to make the most of it. I can't pronounce where we are, but there's some Aboriginal artwork here, so we're going to go check it out. So just read actually, it's not Narangi, or Narangi isn't the proper name for this area. It's called Arbanbang and Burongoi. There's two areas, it's the upper and the lower section. So yeah, it's important to use the right names, and that sign actually says that Narangi or Narangi is the wrong term, so use the proper names if you can. So this is the lookout view. Amazing, all different colours. I don't know if you can see them. There's orange, and white and black. Beautiful. Well, that really was a fail of a day. We just went to that one place, saw the Aboriginal artwork, went to the campsite because we just had enough, but it was full of mosquitoes. Like from about 3 o'clock in the afternoon we just sat in the van with the mosquito nets on, and I got so many bites. Honestly, it was not a fun night. We were up till about midnight trying to catch them in the van. But yeah, today's a new day, so hopefully it's going to be better. We literally just got the map, we're just going to follow it along, go to the bits we can go to and just see how we go. So far it's not got any better today. We went to go to a lookout point. Turns out it's about 2 kilometres up a steep track. Not our thing. Went to go to the Aboriginal Cultural Centre, not open. Now we're at the Yellow River. Don't know what it is, but we're here, and there's other people here, so hoping there is something here to see. Well, this is it. It's pretty, but really unless you're going on a boat tour, there's not an awful lot for you to look at. Well, we just went and spoke to somebody at a reception at a lodge, and just said, is there anything we can do in our 2-wheel drive van between here and kind of leaving the park? And the simple answer was no. So we're just gonna go. So I do actually think if you are in a 2-wheel drive van or a 2-wheel drive little car, don't bother doing Kakadu. It's pretty, you have to do it in a 4x4 if you're own or on a tour. Tours are pretty expensive. We looked at hiring a 4x4 with like a rooftop tent or something for a couple of nights. Way too much money for our little budget. Well, actually I'm a bit annoyed because we did go into the Tourist Information Centre in Darwin and said we're in a 2-wheel drive camper van, it's old, what can we do? She like ticked off all this stuff on the map for us. We've gone down there and it's like nothing. So the worst thing you could imagine just happened to us. We just left the Aboriginal Cultural Centre in Kakadu and we broke down. So we broke down in essentially the arsehole of nowhere. Yeah, one of our belts went, but it's literally all fixed. Luckily we don't actually need it for the car to move, so it's had a little snip off and we're on our way again. We are so lucky. And the NRMA guy, we've got NRMA roadside, which I obviously very highly recommend, was just up the road as well, so we literally waited like 20 minutes for him. Very lucky people. And yeah, a huge thank you to the lovely lady and gentleman who pulled over and let us borrow their phone. We literally would have been stuck without them, so yeah, thank you so much. And by the way, if you're wondering whether you might be able to get away with doing gunland in your 2-wheel drive 18-year-old camper van like us, I'll show you the road. Here's your first warning sign, 4-wheel drive recommended, and it's 40 kilometres of it. And here is your second warning sign. Careful driving techniques are advised. And as you can see, it's tarmacked for a little tiny bit, and then it is literally this. So it's not just dirt, it's like rippled. So all of those lumps and bumps are what you go over, and believe me, you hear and you feel every single one of them. So that's just a little bit of insight in case you were wondering whether you could get away with it. It's up to you. If you're in a rental, I'd be very careful because you've got to give that back. If you're in your own car, I'd be careful because you've got to pay for it as well. We've decided to not, as much as we would love to get up there. It's just not worth it, like right down there, you're a bit screwed. It's back on the road for us. We're going to Nitmiluk. I've finally learnt the name of the national park we're going to. We're just kind of just at the bottom of Kakadu. Have to go through Katherine a little bit, but yep, back on the road. Edith Falls is beautiful. We went for such a nice swim today. A little waterfall over there, but a huge lake to swim in. Come back for sunset. It's nearly over, but the colours are amazing. And there's live music on over at the campsite. They're doing pizzas tonight as well, so it's gonna be a good night. Still at Edith Falls, so we're going to do a little walking track because there's like upper pools and stuff that you can go to. You can swim up there, but I'm not bothering this morning. But yeah, just a little, I think it's probably a couple of hours at the most, like a loop around while it's still nice and cool before it gets really hot, and then we'll be off again. Wowee. Edith Falls campsite that we stayed at last night. It's really good. There's barbecues everywhere. They've got showers and toilets. It's a really nice setup. There's a shop over there that had music on and food and stuff last night. It's a really nice campsite. There's actually quite a few of these kind of style ones around national parks. We stayed in a couple of them and they're really good. You do have to pay, but this is one of the most expensive ones. We stayed at one that was $6.60 each, and that was really nice. This one's about $12 each, but it's worth it, you know, you're right next to the waterfalls, go for a swim, go for a walk, and you just got a little bit of convenience, and it's nice to be able to have a shower as well. Sometimes you just got to pay for that. There's Claude, complete with his bin bag earring and underwear hanging off the side. Try to keep him relatively tidy inside. Not going too bad. This is becoming unraveled a little bit, but I'm just pretending it's not by shoving that in. It works. It's always a struggle opening this boot. We're coming to Katherine Gorge to do a little walk. I don't think you can swim here. You can kayak on a tour. We're not doing that. We're not doing that, funnily enough. Yeah, it's $80 each. Yeah, you can do a walk. There's a big loop you can do, but of course in true Tom and Laura fashion, we're here at midday and it's about 33 degrees, so I think we're just going to go to the lookout and do the return. But yeah, it's nice. It's really nice here. It is an easy place to visit, just don't do it midday heat because it's boiling. All those little black things in there are bats. I've never seen them in the daytime. This is the view about halfway. Tempted to just leave it here. Oh man. So this is actually the top. It's amazing, it's beautiful. We've come to nearby Litchfield Park. It's literally, well, it's the national park, about an hour and a half out of Darwin, so it does not take long to get here at all. You can do it in a day. We're going to camp overnight though, just because we can, and there's some really beautiful spots. I'm looking at the map and there's a lot of places to swim. Our first spot today is the magnetic termite mounds, and they are 2 meters high, which is insane. We see loads of them on the highways and stuff, like all through the outback. Quite often they have clothes on them, people have dressed them, but they're not 2 meters high, so these are going to be impressive. There are actually two different types of termites, I was just reading. There's magnetic ones and cathedral ones, and they produce different coloured termite mounds. So some of them are grey and some of them are orange coloured, and they can be built up to 5 meters high. That is insane. 5 meters, and they're only 5 millimeters long. Incredible. it's a bit of a game of beat the big tour buses. So they've just rocked up, so we're carrying on to the next spot. Hopefully they're not going there, they probably are though. We're all obviously not in a four-wheel drive, so we're not going to be going too off the track at all. Yeah, it's always the case. We got here about 9:30. If you want to avoid the tour buses, maybe get here for 9:15 or something like that, and then you should be clear. Just arrived at Beaulieu Rock Pools, and the good thing about this one is no coaches are allowed, so we've well and truly lost the tour. It's a series of cascades and rock pools, so you can swim here, and there is a walking track that goes down to Florence Falls nearby, and I think you can swim in that one as well. I don't know how long the track is though, we're going to go find a sign and figure that one out. But yeah, it's so hot in Darwin, honestly, like, you need these swimming holes, you got to jump in there. I have heard that there are some freshwater crocs in there though, only little ones, and apparently they don't bother you. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to hear though. So nice. Beaulieu Rock Pools, really good. They're not hard to get into either. They're really short distance from the car park, and they're really deep as well, so you can jump right in. The water wasn't freezing. Perfect. The next spot, which is a waterfalls where you can swim in the bottom. So I think we'll probably just cut to a lot of us jumping in and messing around in that and the GoPro. We're about to go to a lookout. Woo! We're about to go to a lookout. We spoke to one of the rangers and we said we were staying at Wongi Creek campsite, which is one of the, I think there's quite a few around here actually. But she's like, guys, you need to get there quick and at least like claim your space with some tables and chairs and stuff, because it is filling up. And we're pretty lucky, like all the official spaces are filled up, but they let you park in like just the picnic bay car park areas as well. So we've claimed one of those, so we're here for the night basically, but we're literally right next to the waterfall. Like Wongi Falls is 300 metres through the information centre there, so it's pretty perfect anyway. But yeah, we're just here a bit early. We've got tomorrow as well. What is the rush? We are back at Thomas Falls, which is the place that we were going to go to yesterday, but ended up going to the campsite because it was getting full. So we got up early, we're over here today, well, just for a little bit anyway. You can't swim here, it's a lookout. But hopefully we can see something because it's been quite smoky. They're doing like controlled bushfire burnings at the moment, and coming in it's been pretty smoky. Well, that wraps up our time in Litchfield. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe and you'll get notification of the next one coming. See you soon.